Hi, this is Jim, and for BFR, it's Monday, August 17th. Here is your COVID-19 metrics update for Georgia for today. I've been reluctant to call this trend over a couple of days because of things like low testing, but I think today is the day that we call the trend and say cases are declining. And what do I base that on? Well, I'm looking at the 7-day average, and we had a 7-day average in the 3,700 range, and then it dipped down into the 3,300 range, and that wasn't really a lot of a move for me to say, things were anything but flat. That it felt like it was in the, I don't want to say margin of error, but in the expected range that it might bounce up and down regularly. But if you look at the 7-day average today, you're going to see that it's down more than 500 over the last week. So we dropped below the 3,000 mark to 2,834. That's a 16% decline. That's a trend. Now, will it stay that way? The big asterisk for me is testing. Testing is down 27% over the same time period. So do we say, yay, there's fewer cases, but there's also fewer tests? That's been what's holding me back, but I feel like watching at least the percentage of new cases be steady to a little down, that it's all kind of working in the favor of calling a trend. So I think today's the day that we say, hey, we're in a declining zone at this point in time, and that's a good thing to say. The thing on my mind is what is driving that testing down. We've opened more testing sites, including the big super site in near Hartsfield-Jackson Airport. I listed some notes here on my posts. I'm thinking of, there's been discussion on test fatigue that's driving things down. But it could just be fewer people need tests because fewer people are feeling sick. We saw the decline in South Carolina. That could be relative to that. We know that businesses have been at least trying to get more people to do masks, although the enforcement has been different. Every little bit helps. So that could be a positive. Some places are reporting that there are testing costs that are going up, that now like some urgent cares are charging $150 for a test. And that's definitely a barrier to entry for a lot of people who can't get to a testing site that's free between 9 and 5 on Monday to Friday. So availability of testing may be another factor. There's also been discussion from on various message boards from places like Paulding County, where people are saying, I'm just not going to get my kid tested because I don't want my county to look bad. I don't want people to know if they had COVID or not. Lots of factors go into it. It's never that one thing that you can just seize on. Hopefully, it's a little bit of everything, and we'll see where it goes from there. We are just a couple of weeks out from Labor Day weekend at this point. Lots of schools are back. Lots of colleges are back, and lots of colleges are not social distancing. So it's going to be interesting to watch in the next 3 weeks to see what happens. Looking back at the data, and I'll probably do a more detailed report on this over the next couple of days, but we kind of saw this chain reaction of Memorial Day kind of drove lifting cases to July 4th. And then it really jumped up. So there was kind of this spread that was starting to happen in the air. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of asymptomatic people. And then that jumped up and then jumped up again over a 28-day period to where we got to that peak at the mid to end of July, early August that we've just been through, and now we're dropping back down. So if we follow that along, we are looking at that potential of the deaths to start to plateau, I think, probably another 2 to 3 weeks there. But we're going to be at a place, theoretically, let's say we decline another 500 a week. So we'll be running around a 2,200 to 2,000 a day case average by the time we get to Labor Day. Lots of people go out, lots of asymptomatic people. We could be seeing by third week of June, or third week of September, fourth week of September, hey, we're right back to where we were, and we've just been riding the roller coaster. So hard to say for sure because this is all new to everybody, but just trying to potentially throw out some scenarios of what we might see over the next couple of weeks. We also might see that, hey, everybody just kind of finds it in their heart to wear masks and everything is good, or something will shock them into starting to do that, but we have not seen that come forward yet. Other things that I think are working in favor of the trends, new hospitalizations. It peaked at just under 300 a day 3 weeks ago. Now we're down to 208 a day. That is a much better trend. The 46 reported today was flat to last week as well, so we're kind of hitting a plateau there. We also have seen the curve start to decline fairly well on active hospitalizations as well, so good news there. The rough news from again, I'll get to the CCU in a second. The rough news on the death reports was we were only down 5 from last week, and the 7-day average is still near its all-time high at 71. So if this keeps up this week, probably Thursday or Friday, we will pass the 5,000 death in Georgia mark. So that is a milestone to watch for. The cases milestone, I think we were running on a path to hit 250,000 cases this week. I need to do the math again on that. Let's see, we've got about 12,000 to go. If we're averaging 2,500 a day, it'll be the weekend or early next week before we get to the 250,000 milestone there. So something to keep our eyes on as we go forward. CCU data is looking better. We had 4 places above 90% yesterday. We've dropped down to 3. That would be Oconee, the Tifton area, and the Kennestone area. Probably the significant places there are Oconee and Tift because they're such a small region. But we will be watching that as well. And I think overall 82% beds in use is a very good place for us, although the total volume hasn't come down. Some of that's been boosted up. You can see there were a dozen beds added between Sunday and Monday. So the total number of people in CCU has not gone down as fast, but we are making progress there as well. So slow and steady is good news for us. That was from the other day, so let me get the right page here. Here we are, schools. Schools looking at, this is updated from Friday was the last time I updated this, so between Friday and today, there were 71 new COVID-19 cases among this list. Over 703 people quarantined. The big one is in Creekview High School. They reported 15 new cases. They already had 10 cases reported previously, so they're up to 25 cases. They've got over 500 students and teachers in quarantine. That is 27% of their school population. So that was the big one today that we can keep watching out for. And I will put a link to the school report in the notes below. I think that's it for today. That's today's list here. Not pushing the right buttons today, but those days happen, right? I think that's it for today. If you got any questions, thoughts, comments, love to hear thoughts on why people think the cases are declining. And we'll watch for those and talk to you all soon. Have a nice night, nice morning, whatever the case may be, and we'll see you tomorrow.